Hello, everyone. My name is Terrence Hunt. I am the owner and leader of Divine Appointments International Ministries. I wanted to say good morning to you all, good afternoon, whatever time it may be that you're watching this video, and just say to you that I am doing exactly what I promised you. I sent out a post about maybe 3, 4 weeks ago that I would be doing some leadership videos as well as some mental health videos. A couple of weeks ago, I did do video on depression. And this week, I'm doing a video on leadership lessons. And we're going to do leadership lesson number 1. And the topic today will be influence. This should be a very basic and short video, but just something to get you thinking about leadership in a proper way and understanding what leadership really is. First of all, I just want to give John Maxwell some credit because I will be doing some extracting from John Maxwell's materials that he's written. I do read a lot of John Maxwell's materials, are very good. And John Maxwell has a book called Leadership 101. And so the principle of leadership being influence is coming from that source today. I don't want to plagiarize as I do the video, but I do want to give him credit for that concept. But I will be also explaining a few little things about leadership as we go forward. First of all, you may be saying, well, who is this Terrence Hunt guy? How can he talk to me about leadership? Is he qualified to talk about leadership? Just want to share a few thoughts. One, I will say that both of my parents have had some experience with leadership. They both served in the military, and my father even had some experience as a leader in the military. And both my mom and my father also served in supervisory roles on their jobs. So I feel that they did give me some principles on leadership, even as they were parenting, without even maybe being conscious of it. And also, I've had some leadership experience in my past where I've been involved in leadership in both spiritual and secular organizations. So leadership isn't just something I'm talking about. Leadership is something that I've done. So I wanted to just share that with you for those who always like to make sure that the person you're hearing from is credible. Anyway, let's get started on the lesson. I want to talk about this. The true measure of leadership is influence, nothing more and nothing less. You can't lead anybody if you don't influence them. You really can't really lead anybody without a connection with them. Some people think that leadership is a position, that it's a status that makes you above someone else, that you're their boss, that makes you a leader. That it does not make you a leader. It just makes you their boss. It just makes you a person with a high position. You can be in position and not lead anybody. People have to follow you in order for you to be a leader. So leadership, therefore, is influence, and influence is based on your relationship. Influence is based on your ability to connect with another individual, to meet them where they are, and to have a positive or negative, unfortunately, sway on their life. Leadership can be done from any place, from any level. Leadership is a function. And that's the most important thing I think we should understand about leadership. People look at leadership as if it's positional, which it can be, but you can lead from any level. If you have relationships with people, if you have the ability to connect with people, and you have the ability to provide influence in a way to help them better themselves, that is leadership. Managing and leading are not the same. Leaders can manage. Leaders certainly can keep the organization going. Leaders certainly can make sure that things are getting done. But a manager without leadership skills cannot lead. Have you ever seen a manager without leadership skills? Sure you have. You've probably had bosses who could make sure that the staff was positioned properly, that the organization was staffed, and that things ran as they should. But there was no innovation. There were no fresh ideas. There was no taking the organization to new levels. You just kind of went through the motions, status quo. And the life of the organization is being drained out of the organization because there is no fresh perspective. There is no idea about where are we going next? What are we going to do next? How can we position ourselves and better ourselves for the future? I'm sorry, if you're not trying to go somewhere new, if you're not trying to move, if you're not going to the next level, if you're not doing anything, that's not leadership. That's management. Finally, we understand that there is a danger to people who are managers and do not move in the direction of leadership, because when there's an organization and there's no movement, the organization loses life. Important to recognize that. And finally, like I talked about briefly, leaders, one of the things that they love to do is take the operation and the organization to new levels and new places. Leaders want to be moving. They want to be going towards a vision. They want to be bringing others along with them to fulfill that vision. That is leadership in a nutshell. So the next time you think about leadership, remember, leadership is not a position. It's not a title. It's a function. And I don't have to have a title to be a leader. I just have to have the heart of a leader. I just have to have the ability to connect with people and be influential. That, my friends, is leadership. So until next time, I hope you all have a great day. And I hope this leadership lesson number 1 on influence has been helpful to you. Until next time, know this. As always, I love you, and I pray you have a great day.